So we all know what is going on in Ghana. One of the cases are trending this year, the history and also the story of Oliver Barker. Menoka said he is in police custody. If you don't know what really happened, this man said or made certain remarks. According to the Ghana police, this warrants his arrest. And looking at the trend and precedent at ECOWAS in West Africa, coup d'etat in Guinea, coup d'etat in many countries. We are Gambia near there. We are seeing coup d'etat each and every day in West African countries, and this is not a good trend. Until any time will be Ebeka and will be inciting any time any form of coup d'etat, and the police believes that this thing can be a threat and a threat that a bit timid at the Boniaba. So following what has been going on, this man. Following what has been going on in regards to E11, Papa Weah or fix the country convener. He did the Oliver Barker or one of the fix the country leaders on this a whole movement nearby. And he made certain remarks on his official Facebook handle, and these remarks that he made, according to police, they needed to pick this up and also take Oliver Barker on, because trust me, yes, it's free speech, but free speech has its limits. Now, the question before I go to what happened today and how he's been denied bail, the question is, what did he posted? We have some excerpts on it on the screen. Now, this is what he posted. This is what the police for Eddie General saw Eddie charge. You can see it on the screen. So if this e-levy passes, after this cake bullshit, I will do the coup myself. Useless army. So this particular thing, as you can see on the screen, he posted this, and he said in 7 minutes, E11, a bra kick nearby a year. Majority leader and the birthday I did 11k command. People saw it to be a mockery. Until a bra pay a no say sa 11k ya be no. Then you say pass 11 or no Oliver Barker no be cool. Onakasa be cool. Ben a bra can't same way not over London. But Ghana police for a take note. And no say oni Ghana. It's a bra or bar Ghana say on a be meeting on stakeholders be meeting pen and a year Ghana police or picking intelligence Oliver Ewa town into Oliver town, and I say quickly with immediate effects, they try as much as possible to go and grab me. Kotoka airport when 29.7 tempo. And the Ghana police with immediate effects, in the beginning, he himself did not know what was going on. So initially he phoned his wife, and people said he has been accosted by some unknown assailants. It's sharing information about he was picked up by the Ghana police. Now, following all of these cases, any in Sema Air Cosuno. And didn't call court, and then charges about Papa a treason. The treason charges about Papa Oliver Barker. There's been a whole lot of issues as to why these treason charges about. Now, before I even go into the history of why treasonable offenses are a very serious crime and how you can rock in jail forever, I want you to know, and first of all, let me explain treason. You can't be a treasoner. Treason means you saying or doing something that is going to cause a war in a country. So usually treason is like Abia me Ghana and some say okay Asantefo and sorry for their rights. Sebi in retrospect, I say in a rhetorical statement. Me my example say makase Abia Asantefo and sorry for their rights. Or munko seize Parliament House for their own. That's a treasonable offense, because if I say that and at the end of the day people take heed of that, now be sorry say okay based on the same makano or also bibisana. What will happen is that at the end of the day omukoya and then talk so bar a man for be it's mimi some makano and a man for befastu. So in regards to the rule of law in the context, all of these things are being regarded as treasonable offenses. Treasonable offenses I will call Dubai and Nasifwa. Treasonable offenses in their course, some of them are punishable by death. So it's not something we should be taking it easily, and I should be taking it lightly. So that is the charges here about Oliver Barker. Now, there are a whole lot of things in regards to this particular case at ECOWAS, because before I'll even go on to how this man can rock in jail, unless perhaps Mahama and a better power beg grantee clemency to this particular man, this man can be in jail for a very long time, because if at the end of the day the court finds he is guilty and then he ought to be jailed, trust me, this man Obitima was present for life. So it's not a dear say hey. Yeah, in as much as you all knew say Oliver Barker in some kind one said that say or can and answer he said it in a jovial manner now Bibisa, it has landed him in trouble. This reminds us and this tells us we should all be careful of our utterance. Before we go to the real issue as to what Oliver Barker or Pustia, all these things will appear in court as evidence. No, what will be happening to him? How many years is likely to be in jail near the Adeno? Let me put this on it. So as you can see, this is a series of posts he's been posted on his official Facebook handle, and as you guys can see, this particular thing details how this man has been saying certain things. Now, as you can see on the screen, so posted way 2 days ago on my far left. Or see, if this E-levy passes after this kick bullshit, I'll do the coup myself, useless army. On my far right too, on the top, this was dated July 25th. I said, long live the Ghana Guinea Mali Union. So, in history, the Ghana Guinea Mali Union, you understand. You understand. Now you could deter anyhow I fast, so it took a whole dirty history. Or say, I'll vote for any party that proposes a credible plan to restore the project to unify Africa. We and if you will say year of coup, sorry, I don't know what last on my far right down, or see year of coup. Mami enlarge na obi a ohwem obi an bitimi, so I can see the context of this man's argument. Or see year of coup, we and if you are me by if down, no, or say I welcome the news of an ongoing coup in Guinea-Bissau. I want to remind all that in Ghanaian constitution law, only successful coups are legal. Wow, this is serious. This guy actually said this. I'm even shocked. Let me read it again. I say, I welcome the news of an ongoing coup in Guinea-Bissau. I want to remind all that in Ghanaian constitutional law, only successful coups are legal. And now, to be on my far right down. I say, I welcome the news of an ongoing coup by the junior ranks just next door in Burkina Faso. I wish the young coup makers all the best in their struggle. So, looking at this thread and how this man has been saying things, I come here say, Opeku dita. And I say, or sending a signal to the Ghana army, say, hey, bon sorry waka, namuko kudita, and maybe your mind kono, and yet. Now, this is a very serious thing because we saw Mahama was in power. Neither once did NPP came out to say we need to organize a coup d'etat. But immediately this president came to power, just 3 months, he assumed power way back in 2016, in 2017, just 2 months. That's somewhere February 2017. And Estasa, DCOP, and I say commander, military commander, or your bar Estasa, or the other military people, they started plotting how to do a coup d'etat to take Akufo-Addo off. So you see, in as much as we all believe in democracy, no, we can say, oh, yeah, I'm paying NDC for the minimum a coup d'etat. They know they can't win the elections, so they'll come and do coup d'etat, and that shouldn't be the legacy of NDC. They can also win power through legitimate steps. So these things now we bet make say trade as a NDC for no coup d'etat because obia coup d'etat we share a year or neba boa ma e chine ko jail 2 weeks now. In statement no make here no e kamia ko say it's all signaling to a power grab. Say Akufo ni charges via kwatena no mo ye kana na all of these things no emboa just say NDC for the obeti make say ye kasa and omo kasa coup d'etat nko anu munim. What happened to you doing your underground works and you being able to convince Ghanaians that you guys deserve their votes, and the votes which is from Ghanaians should be given to you guys. Now we win election legitimately, that would be better. But calling coup d'etat, it doesn't really help. In as much as people or all of us in you say Oliver cannot do a coup d'etat, we also believe that his words can go a long way to affect a certain change. Trust me, coup d'etat is very dangerous because when it happens, it retrogresses a country 25 years. We can't retrogress. That's the opposite of progress. Coup d'etat is here. Ghana be 25 years in terms of the because Ebanisana OBIA business will be cruising. People will travel, investors will not come. Many deals and opportunities we seek to get will just be called off. We are all the benefits we'll be getting from international communities will be scrapped off. The constitution may be rewritten, the governance may be, if anything, reorganized again. And trust me, reorganizing a government and a constitution again, it can take years. That is why any country that has done coup in the last 30 years and or in the last 3 decades, you've seen say even though they get a new president, because they've not been able to stand the test of time, and that is not what we want for Ghana. So based on all of these things, and Ayachi Oliver Barker. Now let's look at the critical issue here. How long will Oliver Barker be in jail? Now, in terms of Ghanaian law, there are charges for, and I said there are if anything, the treason felony, your charges be at Bema. So treason felony in Ghana, they're regarding as a first degree felony. So I have certain articles here. Basically, I'd like to share with you about the treasonable felony and crimes in Ghana. So what I have here is that we'll share what is going on here. According to the Constitution, I want to just grab exactly what the Constitution is saying and stuff. Okay, so according to the Constitution, they regard treasonable offenses as a first felony, So let's just look at, in terms of this particular treasonable offenses, how long would this particular man be in jail? How long can he be in jail? So you can say charge will be for a treasonable offense. How long can the person be in jail? So we'll be looking at all of these things in a minute. I'm trying to pull up the Constitution here and see what this whole treasonable offenses and even charges are. Will be in terms of will be an act of treason. A debtor in charges and be born. So how long will, if anything, Oliver Barker, how long would he be in jail if indeed at the end of the day, if finance indeed charges near the born? So I'm looking at what is here. I have the Constitution of Ghana, the Acts of Ghana. What I have here is the preliminary matters, your general explanations, your attempts to commit criminal, and your abetment and conspiracy. What we are looking for is treasonable offenses. We are also looking at the offenses against the person chapter, and we are also looking at criminal harm to the person. We also be looking at assault, kidnapping, abducting, and also libel. If you libel, no sir, na dishonesty, forgery, unlawful damage, offense against a public order. It's a offense against a public order. 180 pet IV. So young court page 180. Young share the treasonable offenses. Page 180. Now you share the treasonable offenses are and if somebody should commit that particular crime, what does the person stand to gain? Because trust me, I deal with a serious thing. They are gross and you say Oliver Barker or Kotre Abain Kukum. So we a serious thing. So very soon I'll be landing at the 180. So what I have here is treason. Now let's look at the context of law. I wish I could put this on the screen. Let me see if I can do a screenshot and then okay, I can take a screenshot. So which means we can be doing this together at the end of the day, in how long Oliver Barker will be in jail, and even if there's any pardon for him. But let's not be fooled. Even if he's jailed, if NDC is able to assume power, he will be pardoned, or he will be giving some sort of clemency. So let's note that very well. So very soon I'll be putting on the screens the Constitution of Ghana in regards to the treasonable thing at the idea. So let me put this on the screens very soon. Putting this on the screens, and you guys will see how this particular case at the end of the day, people are assuming say Oliver Barker can spend the rest of his life in jail because this crime is a very heinous crime. In some cases, it's even punishable by death. So I've got it. Let me put it on the screen. So it's on the screens now, as you guys can see. So let me read exactly what is there. Let me enlarge it. At the end of the day, Ubia will follow me, and you can know where this case is heading and how this is a very serious case. In as much as we are all not happy he's been arrested, we also need to make sure that we are looking at the facts and figures here. So what we are seeing on the screens is whoever commits a treason. First of all, what is even a treason itself? And I'll say whoever commits a treason, me can say treason, if any idea beka edi oko and as a generate conflict in a particular jurisdiction and as a town. So that is what treason is. Since we share the law now, section 180 treason clause 1. So whoever commits treason shall be liable to suffer death. This in regards to Ghana's law. Or see whoever commits treason shall be liable to suffer death. Now 2, for the purposes of this section, treason shall have the meaning assigned to it by clause 3. of the Constitution. Now, what does the clause 3 state? The clause 3 states that a person who is not a citizen of Ghana shall not be punishable under the section of anything outside Ghana, blah, 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 blah. We are looking at treason. We are in the context of treason. I don't want to embroaden it and go to places at any. Or see, whoever knows of any treason and does not forthwith reveal it to the president or to a public officer below the rank shall be guilty of misprision of treason and shall be punishable of the 4th degree of felony. Now, the section 182 treason felony, a person is guilty of treason felony and shall be punishable as for the first degree felony who A, prepares or endeavors to procure by unlawful means any altercation of the law by the government, and I say to put the government in jeopardy. You can't the other half. It's very difficult for me to get the other section. And I'll say B, prepares or endeavors to carry out unlawful means any enterprise which puts the state in a disrepute and in a certain way Ghana. So if you are looking at all of these things, it's telling us primarily say any person who does this shall really suffer. It even comes down to publication. We end on business or say publish any notice or advertisement relating to any such meeting, invite persons to support any such organization, or even attend or cause any person to attend a meeting in the capacity of a member or manage in that organization. So in treasonable offenses, if you publish it on social media, say BBC, there's a huge possibility that you've been indicted and even you face a jail term. So we are looking at a case be punishable by death, which means you best spend a crown or be deemed 40 years and now for life. Death, dear, mean say okay. I could find the MIA repeal the criminal libel laws and then no or no dear on now saying cool Oliver Baker, but Oliver Baker a bit more dim for life. So we are looking at life imprisonment and also in many cases over 40 years imprisonment. You be on the extreme ne paper ne evidence na prosecutors ne bana Oliver Baker can be in jail for the next, and he will not even be in jail, he will be executed. This is the very sad news. But we are looking at all of these cases. We are praying that this issue, of course, we are not happy. We don't wish Oliver Baker would be in such a situation. He's a nice gentleman. He has family. He has a whole lot of businesses to take care of. And this is not how it should end for him. Regardless, it has happened. Remember, so it will be on the president's watch to pardon this particular Oliver Baker. Will it happen? I don't think it will happen. Who for the workers in Iraq or property to AU village, not police for so he will not pardon this guy. Papa need say we see na so Ghana for on tishy because of so focus na oyinejuma. This is the sad state of the nation, the sad state of democracy. I wouldn't say the democracy is dented in Ghana. A rule of law. The man has every right to speak, but I think he went an extra mile, which in reality does not go in line with our constitution. Give you more updates in regards to all of this.